Hello, my name is Marni Penner, and I'm an anxiety and social anxiety coach. And today I would like to talk about how to make good decisions. I'm at my local office and don't have a cell phone stand, so I'm going to be holding it. But it's good practice because I would like to start doing videos in my local office as well. People with anxiety often have a lot of problems making decisions. And today I met a man who is excellent at making decisions. He's a very successful entrepreneur. And I was talking to him and he was saying that he considers himself very lucky. And I looked at him and my intuition said, that's not luck. Like, he might have been luckier than the average Joe or than unlucky people, people who just have unlucky things happen to them. But his success in life was not luck. This guy is really good at making decisions. And so I started asking him all kinds of things about his life, about his decisions, and I discovered 2 points that are extremely important in making decisions and that people with anxiety often screw up. And I consider myself someone who has screwed up many times because of anxiety, okay? So the first thing that he does is he does his research in a very intelligent, open-minded manner. Okay, so when he's considering doing something, he talks to people about it. He talks to his employees and he's open-minded. He wants to hear feedback. He asks the right questions. Even if the feedback is going to insult him or his previous decisions, he wants the feedback. He talks to experts. He talks to his partners. He talks to people who are knowledgeable in that area, and he asks for their summaries, right? So he, in addition to doing good research, he's doing effective research. He's getting people to tell him what they have researched and what their conclusions were, right? Okay, so the second thing he does is he listens to his intuition. Because he has done very intelligent, open-minded research, looking for people's summaries, people who know something, asking to hear what they think. Then he simply listens to his intuition and he plunges. He takes the plunge, he does it. He doesn't think twice, he doesn't regret, he just has this really strong feeling to him, this really strong core. He's like, yeah, my intuition's saying this, and he trusts it, okay? And then I said to the guy, I'm like, this is really awesome stuff. Like, I help people with anxiety, and I've suffered from anxiety myself, and people with anxiety tend to screw up on both of these 2 things, doing their research and listening to their intuition. So I'm going to give some stories about mistakes I've done in the past and why I made them, and how I now work to not fall into that trap again. Okay. My daughter had urinary problems, and we were seeing this urologist, and my intuition was kind of saying, well, he doesn't seem very good. I don't know, like my intuition, but I didn't do anything about it. Like, who am I, right? That's what I was feeling. Then he recommended this surgery, and part of me was like screaming, inside of me was screaming no. But in order to do anything about it, I would have had to research this surgery. And having generalized anxiety, the last thing I wanted to do was go on the internet, go on Google, and expose myself to all that research. So I did nothing. I didn't do any research. I did nothing. And then the surgery day came. I hadn't canceled. I hadn't done research. And he did it, and he botched it. It was the wrong timing. She was not a good candidate at all. And he botched the surgery, and then that led to a bunch of consequences, finally leading to her having a different kind of surgery that actually worked. But you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't listening to my intuition, and my generalized anxiety and paralysis were preventing me from doing any research. Okay, and I find that I've fallen in that trap so many times. There's those 2 problems. And so now when I have a decision to make, I fare much, much better, and I do apply these 2 concepts. For example, not long ago, I had another major medical decision to make. I still had a lot of guilt and shame about that bad decision I'd made in the past. And that guilt and shame was morphing into paralysis, generalized anxiety. So I didn't want to do anything. I just felt like just postponing it, but I knew you can't postpone it. Not doing anything is a decision, right? All you have to do is do your research. Now, I had also read that procrastination is an emotion regulation problem. So I simply said to myself, Marni, just accept your emotions. They're all okay. I also journaled about some of my emotions. I processed the failure of the past, right? And then I just said to myself, Marni, your research isn't going to be perfect, but you got to do it. Okay? So I went into some Facebook groups. I asked some questions. I went and I did go on Google, I did go online, and I ended up talking to an expert. In one of the Facebook groups, there was an expert who offered she could talk to me on the phone. So her and I had a 1-hour conversation, and after I talked to her for a whole hour about the pros and the cons and what I can do to minimize the risks if I decide to go forward with this decision, and then I made my decision. I said, okay, Marni, if you've done enough research, now you're going to listen to your intuition. I listened to my intuition and I did everything that the expert told me in order to minimize the risks, and then we went through with it. Everything was fine. And I just have this confidence in me now that I can make good decisions. Like part of what makes us paralyzed is, and not able to do our research, is the failure of bad past decisions, right? But now I saw that, yes, I can make good decisions, and all I have to do are these 2 steps. And so it's, I know how to make good decisions. So let me know if you'd like me to help you with your anxiety, or if you'd like me to help you better access your intuition and make the decisions you have to make in your life. Thank you for listening. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day.